Let's start with you, Courtney. When you look at that picture,
Like,
what do you think?
What do I like and don't like?
What do you like and don't like about
okay,
your
well,
own?
the first thing I see when I see this is how annoying it is that this boob is like bulging against and this one isn't. And I remember it's a breastfeeding mom for you. Yeah, it is. I remember I go, guys, I didn't pull both boobs up. Like in the car, I forgot, and they were like, just don't worry about it. It looks fine.
You're both, if you don't mind me saying, you're both quite blessed in that particular department. And is that you see that as a plus?
Absolutely.
Kim, when you were young, you hated that, right?
I hated it. Yeah, there was. I think it's so funny because I think a lot of the time there's a lot of plastic surgery rumors that swirl, and I'm the first one to be super honest. And so everyone was talking about that, saying that they must be, fake. And
well, let's just get to the queer. Are they real?
They are real.
Completely 100% real.
These babies are not real.
They're fake.
Yeah, we're very honest.
So you've had surgery.
Yes.
And you haven't.
No.
The way that I met Simon was they asked me to be a guest judge, Focus, Conan, to be, they asked me.
One actor who's a little tired of these questions is Reese Witherspoon.
I have only another 300 miles left to walk.
Nominated for an Oscar for her role as a rugged outdoorswoman in Wild. She's backing a social media campaign, #AskHerMore, which says female stars are about much more than the clothes they wear.
We just know that these women are more than what they're wearing for the night. We want to hear about what charities they support and what they're reading and what feeds their soul and just so much more beyond what they're wearing and who designed their dress.
Love your nails. Can you do our mani cam over here? All you do is walk down the red carpet. Tell us about the color and the jewelry. This is Deborah Lippman, and my jewelry is Fred Leighton. And yeah.
We have a little mani cam, and I see you've got some great diamonds.
Thank you. Yes. Yes. Sure. Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay. Oh, I know. I'm not doing that.
You don't want to do the spider walk?
I'm not doing it. I'm just not doing it.
But you can do the pow and show the diamonds. I want to see the jewelry. Do you want to do the mani cam so we can see your jewels and your mani, or no?
No.
Okay. Well, we won't do that. Bad idea. Terrible idea.
I think ultimately what we've got here really is art mirroring life, haven't we? Where women are sick and tired of being reduced to kind of decorative embellishment or having concentration on an exterior when there is so much more to say. So Ask Her More is really about saying, the dress should be an end credit, a kind of last minute, let's check, which designer supplied you with your look, but let's actually find out something important.
But she has much more to add about equality for women in Hollywood and all of America. Patricia rants to Us Weekly, bringing up the mani cam to illustrate her point. Quote, there are these things, the mani cam and so on, and what are you wearing? She says it's ridiculous.
And Hathaway, we saw your boobs in Brokeback Mountain. Halle Berry, we saw them in Monsters Ball. Nicole Kidman and Eyes Wide Shut, Marissa Tomei and The Wrestler, but we haven't seen Jennifer Lawrence's boobs at all. We saw your boobs.
It's not sexist, it's sexist-ish. Kind of like how it's not racist, it's racialist. Yeah, I mean, the joke is kind of that it's about women and everything, but we do actually see boobs, so you can joke about it.
Women are equal now, then to talk about sexism, to complain about sexism, must be overreacting. Or maybe you don't have a sense of humor. Or maybe you need to learn to take a compliment. Or maybe you're a bit frigid or uptight, or you need to learn to take a joke. Then a couple of days later, I was walking down the street in broad daylight, and there was a big truck that was being unloaded. Some scaffolding was coming off the back of it, and there were two guys working together. And as I walked past, one of them turned to the other and said, "Look at the tits on that." Not her, that. And they started discussing me as if I wasn't there, even though I was 1 meter away and I could really clearly hear them. So the thing that really hit me about these 3 incidents was if they hadn't all happened in the same week, I never would have thought twice about any one of them. And I started asking myself why that was. Why was this so normal? Why was I so used to them? And I started thinking back about hundreds of incidents that had happened over the weeks and months and years that I'd never said anything about to anyone because it was normal. And I started talking to other women and asking them, women I knew, older women, younger women, women I met, saying, have you ever experienced anything like this? And I honestly thought that 1 or 2 women would have a story. that one or two people would say, yeah, a few years ago, this thing happened, or I once had a job where this happened. But it wasn't like that. It was every woman I spoke to. And it wasn't a few years ago, this one incident. It was hundreds of things. It was on my way to meet you today, this happened. Yesterday, this happened. Most days, this happens. But just like me, until I asked them, they'd never told those stories to anyone because they were used to it.